Well, just a terrific game today played by both teams. Got to give Northwestern a lot of credit. I really like their team. Chris does a great job with them on how organized they are, and they have some really tough concepts to defend, and they do a great job of playing through Pardon, not only in the low post but obviously the high post as well. And they give you a lot of different feel. They give you a Princeton esque type of a feel where they can really control the game without really getting sped up. And I thought they did a great job coming in here and battling us. For our guys, find a way to win the game in December, a conference game that's fought that hard, is a good thing, especially coming off of a loss on Tuesday. Bounce back is what you need to sort of continue to gain confidence and keep working. And that's what we're going to do. We go to Penn State on Tuesday, and that's going to be very difficult. And I just can't imagine playing in this league in January and February. I just don't see a team that's not very good. So for us, we got one in the bag, and we're happy about it. And we're going to try and get recovered and prepare the best we can to go on the road on Tuesday.
Okay, first question for Coach.
Yeah, Archie, just talk about when Juwan went down. First off, how is he, if you know yet, and the way you responded after he went down?
I don't know what happened to Juwan, and I'm not sure what the status is. I haven't had a chance to see him or the docs or the trainers. Knock on wood, we'll hope for the best. Didn't see it happen, so I'm not real sure. But you just got to move through it. It's like you fouled out of the game. At that point, in the last 3.5 or 4 minutes, kind of looked at the group that we had and said, this is kind of how we're going to do it. And we stuck with those guys that did a good job defensively. And then guys made a couple really big plays. Romeo obviously had a couple big finishes for us in that last couple minutes, stepped up and made big plays. And Duran was really important. I wish I would have played Duran a lot more in the game. He needed to be in there more, and we're going to try and clearly work him in there a little bit more. We got to have him, different stretches, and then, being able to finish it out. Just find a way. It's hard, man. You play a conference game like that this early in the season with that much at stake. I mean, it's an intensity level in there that's not like any other non-conference game, really. So, but I was proud of our guys. We had a lot of guys in there that have never been in that situation before in conference play, so they got some experience today.
Coach, on the play you drew up for Romeo there in the bucket with like 30 seconds left to go ahead. What was the look? What was the read? And what did you kind of draw up there?
You want me to give up the secret play?
I guess was it?
No, we just tried to give him an opportunity to get downhill. Duran really did a great job on the play. He got the assist without having the ball in his hands, and he did a great job of posting. He kind of cleared this guy out. I thought Romeo didn't take the normal stride, one-legged finish. He needed to play through the contact on the drive. He got downhill, and then on his second bounce, he exploded up. He got a really good look. It was an executed play. I thought Duran did a really good job on it, though.
Having a guy like Juwan who can facilitate and score out of the low post, what does that do for your offense, just having someone who is that versatile?
Well, you feel really comfortable being able to play through him because he's an unselfish player. He's also a very good one-on-one player. And it takes the pressure off the other guys at times. You're able to play inside out. You're able to get the ball to the paint where you can collapse them. I mean, if you just look at Northwestern's successful possessions going inside, it's hard, but it's a good big guy. And Juwan's multifaceted. He can do a lot, but I think it is 17 and what did he have tonight?
17 and 12.
17 and 12, and obviously he didn't play the last few minutes, but I needed to do a better job with Juwan. He needed a blow in that second half, and you're fighting life or death. It feels like on every possession. You don't want to take your ace out, but he needed a couple breathers in that game, which could have helped him a little bit more probably defensively. So, but yeah, without question, he's easy to play through because he's an unselfish player.
Good.
Archie, he's just the latest. A number of guys have been hurt. Is the biggest challenge been just keeping guys fresh, or just having everybody keep building a unit continuity, or what's been the biggest challenge with the injuries?
You always play that game, the 50-50 game of keeping guys fresh and avoiding tired legs, and you don't want to work them, and then what you lose is your edge and your execution and your competitiveness. And we've battled that ups and downs, playing here and playing there. At times we've had 4 or 5 guys not in practice. I mean, that's difficult for any team, let alone a team that's trying to kind of get cohesive. But I would say the biggest struggle is trying to get that chemistry, get that symmetry, both ends of the floor, but most importantly, offensively right now, especially with some new guys in there who have never been in there before, whether that's a lineup of Romeo, Fitzner, and Rob with 2 veteran guys. Those 3 guys don't know how to play together great. So we needed to play more. And I thought our last two practices leading into this game gave us a chance to play hard. It gave us a chance to be better on offense. We still have way too many squandered possessions with just a crazy turnover that's a run out going down the other end. If we can just somehow, form or fashion, really clean that up, or eliminating the turnover that just gives them a breakaway dunk, or the back-to-back, where you do another, you take a tough shot that had no chance of going and you give up a three. You're up 42-37 at the half. You have an opportunity with the ball in your hands 2 or 3 times, and then you give them a 5-0 run right away. So we've got to be better, and I think our staff understands how sharp we have to be as a staff, and our guys got to know what they're looking for. And we did a better job tonight when we had 12 turnovers. Knock on wood, you make a few more free throws in the game, maybe it's a little bit easier for you to breathe, but we were better, and we just got to continue to grow. As long as we have our bodies ready for practice, we have to be a program and a team that actually continues to work to evolve and works hard every day. And I get the rest and all that stuff. I mean, we're on the road Monday night, traveling, but everyone is. So you have to find a way to be who you are. And to me, there's nothing more important than working hard every day as a group. Maybe that's why we were able to pull the game out today, because we had a lot of different guys in there, especially the last 2 minutes competing.
Archie, are you getting what you want out of Justin Smith right now? It just seems like he might be in a...
He was good. I'll tell you, he stepped up in the last 4 minutes when we needed him. He made a couple big free throws, had a couple good drives where he was able to get to the line. He's not playing as confident as he once was. We just got to get him trimmed back down just in terms of taking care of the ball. I think if he takes care of the ball, he's going to be fine. He's a driver. He's obviously all over the rim. The more we can get him in transition, the better. The other thing, obviously today, a couple quick fouls in the first half kind of removed him from that. But I thought Evan stepped in the first half and did a nice job.
You talked a little bit about the turnovers and also kind of guys not being maybe used to playing together. Is there a correlation between those two things with maybe different lineups, not having the reps together to where they're maybe having some turnovers?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you play and you're in long stretches with certain groups, you kind of know how to play off of guys. You know who to trust. You obviously know who to pass the ball to when. At times, I think when you're unfamiliar with a lineup or a group, maybe that pass that you're willing to make to somebody isn't the pass you're willing to make to this guy because you don't really know. I think it all comes with time. I mean, we're getting completely tested right now. We're learning on the run, and this is a great film. Obviously, a great opportunity for us to continue to kind of show, how we have to play. There were some good things in the game too that we did, but we'll see. We'll see. This team's got to keep working. Hopefully, knock on wood, we can stay healthy like everybody wants to, and keep growing. But today was a big step. We got a good win, and I know each one of them is going to be hard moving forward.
Just not even about today, but Trace Jackson Davis, getting him kind of a two-parter. What does he do to bring in a talent like that for next season? But also, what does that maybe say about recruiting, given 5 of the 7 guys you've got from in the state and high-profile guys as well?
Well, yeah, Trace. He was one of the very first couple young kids in the state that we targeted, just in terms of saying that we were going to have a good chance of building a rapport and a relationship, because it wasn't going to be, you had a real chance to recruit him. You had a real chance to spend some time with him early and his family. And we worked tirelessly, our staff did, with them. I have a great relationship with the family and Trace, and to be able to get that caliber of player, obviously from the state is huge. I think keeping guys here and playing here is something that hopefully makes our job easy one day, where you don't have to work very hard. I don't want to say work very hard, but you don't have to really stretch yourself when there's a great player. And he's a terrific talent. He's a great kid. He's got a lot of upside coming to him. He's got size, athleticism, length, got great hands. More so than anything, though, I think it just continues to hopefully build confidence that the best want to come here. And that's what we strive to do from day one. And we're going to continue to strive for that as we continue to move forward, because that's what makes the most sense.
Just a quick follow-up. Just Romeo, how much did Romeo just getting that first guy here, did that help in any way with Trace, just having that first guy, start the domino effect?
That's no question. I mean, I think, a guy like Denise says he's coming, a guy like Rob says he's coming. Don't discount those guys either. Those guys are really important guys that we first got. And obviously, Romeo deciding to come here was a huge feather in the cap for our program. It's a huge feather in the cap for our staff. But I would probably be cool to think that kids aren't looking at Romeo coming here as a positive. And I think I know that the underclassmen in the state obviously are watching him, and Trace and he and Rob have a good relationship, as does Armand Franklin. Those guys have all really kind of connected in the last year and some change is what you want. You want those guys to know each other, like each other, want to play with one another. But Romeo's a unique guy. As high caliber of a recruit as he is, and as hyped as he is, he's even a better person. I mean, the guy is absolutely a heck of a guy to be around every day. I mean, works hard, doesn't say much, continues to get better. Had his best all-around game tonight, without question, offensively and defensively. But he's just kind of a guy that goes about things his own way, so he's easy to cheer for.